The holidays have arrived. Thank you for spending a part of them with us. We're away in Week 16 on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
15. Watch out!
They fake the handoff. Now Mahomes. And the connection not quite there yet on his opening throw of the game. Intended target there was Xavier Worthy. So it'll be 2nd down.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. Now it's the first carry for Isaiah Pacheco. And not much. He maybe got a few across the 30 to about the 32. Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Yellow! Watch out!
It's Pacheco on 3rd. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
1st and 10 from the 41.
Hero 15. Watch out!
Right back to Pacheco. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
And he's brought down for a loss.
Hey, look, in the right situation, you catch a team off guard. Well, this could be a tremendous play for some big yards. But in the wrong situation, you get hit in the mouth right behind the line of scrimmage.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4.
Yellow! 15. Yellow! Watch out!
Pacheco gets it from the gun. And he's held up short of midfield after a small gain. It's a gain of only 1 yard. That's going to leave him with a 4th and 2. Kansas City sends out its punt team. And this will put an end to the drive after it's stalled out. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. Call that punt a 52-yard effort. And the 49ers will go on offense. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Isaac Arindo. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
It was University of Wisconsin, Kate, the first time I heard this term, slow to explode through. And think how good that Badgers run game has been at the college level. Well, they made runs like that look easy. Slow to.
By a man, and now he's in the clear. Makes a cut to the right sideline. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
What an injection of momentum for the offense on that play. With the energy boost in a much shorter field, I predict it's not going to be long, Kate, till they finish this series off.
They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's 1st and goal. Here's Garindo again. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
So from the 3, here's 2nd and goal. Garindo. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. He manages a couple, and they are right on the verge of it. 3rd and goal from the 1.
Well, you haven't given up the goal line yet, but this offense is moving closer and closer. Now might be the time defensively to get a little more aggressive, try to stick them with the loss, and make a difficult 4th down decision.
They've held him out twice. Here we go, 3rd and goal. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal. Garindo launches, and he's got it. Touchdown! The 49ers get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0. Isaac Garindo with the touchdown. PAT up and good for Moody. And the 49ers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. To kick it away. Here's Moody. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, 43. Time.
Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, then go to work after.
Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. Running out of the gun with Pacheco. And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Easy. Yellow. Right side.
On target to Worthy. And he's able to cross midfield before going out. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
Yellow. Hey, 57. 43. Right side.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Hits him on the out route. Juke the defender. Running down the left side. And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs reach pay dirt for the first time this game. Extra point by Butker is up and good. And the Chiefs tie this game 7-7. Butker on now to kick this one away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. From the gun is Purdy. And a man is there to knock that away. Clean breakup on that throw. And now it's 2nd down.
You know, it's tough to succeed at linebacker in most defenses if you can't hold your own in coverage. They rely on you to break up throws just like that and take some of the stress off the secondary.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. On the give, it's Garindo. Jukes one defender. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. He picks up 15 on the play. And it brings up a San Francisco 1st down.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost, and he busts those tackles.
Pretty throwing here on 1st. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. They kick the running back in motion. Back to the air on 2nd. Purdy. He lets a heater go deep. Middle of the... Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Chiefs get it back on his 6th interception of the season. I don't know what to be impressed by most, Brock. How effortless he made it look to throw it that deep, or how effortless the cover man made it look to get that far down there and haul in the interception.
How about we just marvel at both of them? You call a deep pass like that again on the next play, it could go to the end zone. But this time, it is a takeaway.
And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Tackle made by Jair Brown. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10.
Yellow.
Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Chased out to his right. He's keeping it. And he pushes it up across the 30 before going out.
Well, you don't get the 1st down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
The 2nd down run by Pacheco. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that 1st down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Yellow.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. Both teams neck and neck so far. Back to Arrowhead in just a moment. About set for the 2nd quarter. Chiefs football here. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. They go play action. It's Mahomes. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. He off by Fred Warner. And the 49ers get it back as he ties the single-season record. That's his 14th interception. Well, Brock, if you like defense, you are loving what you're seeing right now. Consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. It's become a real defensive battle.
Well, let's see here, Kate. We got one, we got two. Do I hear a third interception in a row? I'll tell you this right now. These defenders, they are squashing that thought the defenders are offensive guys with bad hands because they're making it happen, taking the ball away.
They send a man in motion. First down throw by Purdy. He's got a man left. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 27 on the play. And that's a 49er first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Purdy on first down. Connection made to Isaac Garindo. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
I know coordinator quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, the defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. That one's complete, right side. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6. To throw again, it's Purdy. He has the first over the middle. Touchdown, San Francisco. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even in early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Moody knocks that extra point through. And the 49ers break that tie and now lead by 7. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Hand off to the back. And this one doesn't go far. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Hits him on the in route. And what a hit there. Ouch, she faced the press for moving the chains that time.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips, cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Running left with Pacheco. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
All right, here we go. 2nd down.
Yellow! Attack, attack! Hey, yellow, hey, go gun, go gun, go gun.
Off play action, it's Mahomes. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
When nothing opens up, that becomes a pretty clear throwaway spot. I mean, that is textbook throwaway spot right there, Kate. Get outside the box, chuck it into the third row, and avoid exactly what happened right there. Because now third down is so much harder.
And they get there to take him down right around the 41. 3rd and 18 kills most drives, right? But they find an opening and hit it to pick up the first.
Hey, 57, 57. Come back. Hey, 57, 57.
So early movement from the backfield, Brock. They jumped the gun a bit, and that brings out the flag. There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost them 5 yards. They're set back 5 by that false start. Now 15 yards to the marker. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Finds his man. It's Worthy. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
He'll give this up the middle to Pacheco. And defenders are there to get him at the line. Nick Bosa makes the stop. They'll need 4 to convert now after no gain on 2nd down.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday, but doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Yellow.
3rd and 4 coming up now. Back to throw Mahomes. Finds his man Rice. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, but they come up just an inch or two short for the first down.
Less than a yard needed here on 4th.
Yellow. 15.
Quick throw right side. This play heads out of bounds. Marker down though, Brock. Could be some free yards here. Easy call for the officials there. He was offsides at the snap, and that's going to cost him. They got him to bite and jump off sides. It's a rare thing to see that actually work, and it gives them this 1st and 10. They'll run here following the penalty. And he'll only get this to the 26 before going down. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9. We're to the 2-minute warning from Arrowhead. The Chiefs pushing for a late spark before halftime. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Yellow, yellow.
Hauled in by Rice. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs earn the chance to tie before halftime. Butker to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Chiefs tie things up at 14. Butker on now to kick this one away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Shotgun, handoff to Guerrero. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it brings up a San Francisco first down. They send the tight end in motion left. Shotgun snap for Purdy. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
You know, so often we talk about speed offensively, right? We love receivers that can run. Well, that was a perfect example of how speed kills you defensively. A hurried throw almost ended an interception. And that wasn't until after they almost brought him down behind the line for a sack. Speed's the difference.
Finding Pearsall. And they're going to take this in for the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers get some late points and the lead. On is Moody for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the 49ers break that tie and now lead by 7. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Here go, 15. Right side.
Here's Mahomes. That's complete. Isaiah Pacheco. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Timeout taken by Kansas City. It's second. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down.
Right side.
Operating from the gun. Here's Mahomes. Fits it through the middle. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Dukes out of one stop, and they bring him down around the 34. The Chiefs will use their third and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
Yellow. Side.
First and 10, it's Mahomes. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Picked up by Fred Warner.
You know that quarterback? He's out in Denver now, Kate. Russell Wilson, he loves to say the separation is in the preparation. And when you're facing a DB that is all over the ball and now adding a second interception to his ledger today, you know this guy was prepared, did his homework, and he's gone on this field today, and he has been a difference maker.
Escapes the pocket. Gets out of harm's way after stringing together some nice yards on that run. We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. From the 38. Complete to Pearsall. Touchdown, San Francisco! The 49ers will add to their lead at the end of the half. Ricky Pearsall with the touchdown. On is Moody for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the 49ers double their lead to 14. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. Fielded at the 7. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. This drive starts with barely any time left. 13 seconds in the half.
Easy. Go side.
First down throw, Mahomes. And that is incomplete. 8 seconds left now.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
57.
Running back sent in motion. Looking to throw. Completes this one to Rice. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Huard with you as we're about set to begin the third quarter. Butker on now to kick this one away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. From the gun is Purdy. Short pass brought in. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
One play in, and already they're close to midfield. Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
This is one of those real modest gains, Kate, that I like as a call. Adds just a little more variety to your playbook. Makes that defense wonder. Those guys on the other side of the ball think a little bit. This dude's not just a receiver. He may get in the run game as well.
2nd down now, 7 to go. They motion the tight end over. From just shy of midfield on 2nd down. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And this is going to stay with the offense as he makes the recovery.
Well, I think you know the only thing redeeming about that play, Kate.
They got the ball back.
Yeah, well done. Yeah, they got the ball back, but a whole lot longer down in distance.
So near disaster a moment ago, but the drive's still in trouble if they can't convert on 3rd. Looking to throw, Purdy. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield.
How many times, Kate, do we see those right... East to west routes just get that first down on these critical 3rd down situations. It takes tremendous eyes, tremendous speed, and a tremendous want-to by the defense to stop that short.
Hunter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And that gets out of bounds down inside the 20. Looks to be at about the 17-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Yellow. Right side.
And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Not sure if it was a missed assignment on the line, a dominant play on his part, or maybe a little bit of both, Kate, but look at those dudes down there defensively. Man, they are fired up after that stick behind the line.
43. 43. Right side.
Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down.
You know, I love this, Kate, from an offense. Just philosophically, stretching that secondary out with your tight end. Even still, one of the deeper targets you're going to see him get. It's a shame they couldn't quite connect.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete.
You know, I don't fault that look at all, Kate, downfield. It was just an excellent defensive play to deny him the ball and knock it away. That is good on good.
The Chiefs bringing out their punt team. He fields it at his 43. And a good return as he gets him up across midfield and into enemy territory. This one returned for 11 yards. And the 49ers are set up quite well for their next possession. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Now a give to Guerrero. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Even though there's a lot of game time left here, Kate, this just feels like a must for the defense. A little bit of desperation. You cannot allow this offense to find the end zone again in a massive sack on 1st down. Well, that's the right way to begin this series defensively.
Breaks the tackle. Green grass ahead. Past the 35. And this isn't resolved quite yet as he goes out. We've got a flag down. Looks like it's going to be on the offense. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. He's on the move.
This is one of those occasions that it looks so promising when you take off as a quarterback, and then you're reminded just how fast these defenses are in the NFL. Couldn't quite move the chains, but it wasn't for a lack of trying.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long.
Go!
Here he goes again. And they're going to take this in for the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers stretch their lead to a 3-score advantage. On is Moody for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the 49ers stretch their lead to 21.
Chiefs 14.
Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
50, yellow, 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 yellow. Hey, rip lift. Right side.
Blitz coming, Mahomes. Hauled in by Worthy. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Right side.
From the 37. Finds a seam down the middle. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the 1st.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
And he has enough room to gain about 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 + 4 + 4 equals a 1st down.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
Yellow, yellow. Right side.
Now it's Mahomes. He rolls to his right. This one's to Rice out on the right side. Give him 13 on that play. And it'll be first down, Kansas City.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. That was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game, the type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Second down now, 7 to go.
Right. Hey, 15. There's right.
Out left, Worthy makes the grab. And this one does not go far. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5.
15. Fire down these two. Right.
Here's Mahomes now. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And that leaves them with 4th and 5. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Right.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. Completed over the middle. And that's a huge hit there, but he's still able to power through enough for a 1st and goal. They'll run. Pacheco. It is charged towards the line. That's right around 3 yards.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Attack!
The lateral goes haywire. Live ball. And this is going to be a turnover. The defense forces the big play. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover.
You know, Kate, that's a stop they're going to use as teaching tape for an entire season. Heck, the offseason. Back pressed against their own end zone, making an impact play no one expected to force a fumble. His effort directly kept points off the scoreboard. And it's that type of effort the coaches want to see from everyone on the field.
He's got... Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
That's now the 3rd sack of the game, and I know how these defenders start to think, how many more can I tally up before this one's over? Still a bunch of game time. And this defense, well, they're feeling it.
Another try following the sack. Looking for a target. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
3rd and long, Purdy. Escapes the pocket. And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. As that'll leave him with just 2 to use the rest of the way.
You know, that's a situation. May have worked out better if he'd thrown the ball. His running ability gets him a chunk of yards, but still some work to do to get that 1st down.
The 49ers are lined up in punt formation. And this will be his 2nd effort of the contest. The punt's away, and this one looking good. Angled this one for the sideline. And they avoid a return on the play. This one bounces and gets out at the 25-yard line. This, our last play of the quarter.
Hey, yellow, go going. 15. Right side.
Mahomes on 1st and 10. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back for the pick 6. think it's safe to say, Brock, this defense isn't just trying to defend a lead. They are trying to eliminate all doubt. And to that end, a big play to take that interception back for 6.
I think it's very easy for fans to see when an offense goes dormant and conservative and plays it safe. But defenses fight the same challenge, Cade, and kudos to that defensive coordinator. Don't be reckless, but this defense has earned the right to be aggressive.
We're through 3 on this holiday weekend. This one, well, it has been a rough watch for the hometown guys. Their side getting blown out as we begin the 4th. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback, this drive starting from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Attack, attack! Attack!
Mahomes trying again after the pick. Rolling left, buying some time. And he protects himself with a slide there after a decent gain.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot.
And they pick him off again! That's Diamador Lenore! Oh boy, they cleaned up the fumbling issues from the last drive, and now it's an interception that turns the ball over.
Yeah, and 2 very different tones and tenors on these 2 sidelines. One coach is pleading, begging for some ball security. The other is simply saying, keep it up, boys. Keep taking that ball away. Job well done.
A lot of grass ahead. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
On target to Garindo. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these 2 to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
Head to 60, head.
From the gun, Garindo. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. 6 yards on the play and enough for a 1st.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. They'll go right back to Garindo. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you can win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you get runs of that length. It may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage. What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead, well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. Now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Shotgun snap for Purdy. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
All right, all set up now. 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
They bring their tight end left. Garindo running between the tackles. And he'll pick up a little down to the 12-yard line. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Second down now, 7 to go.
Check, check. Check. Go.
Trying an inside give to Garindo. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
Yeah, you want to get above 5 yards to carry? Well, put together runs like that. And I'll tell you what else a run like that does, Kate. That sets up the play action, right? When you really just gouge and gash a defense like that, the next time you run that action, they're going to be thinking running the ball to go right over their head.
This offense in position now. It's first and goal.
Roll, roll, roll.
And they'll pitch it out to him. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
Well, they were hoping to get outside and meet those guys at the second level. Well, someone from the second level came to beat him on his turf. And that meeting didn't go so well.
After the loss, it's second and goal from the 5. This time it's a passing play. And got his man. That's a San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers continue piling it on here in the 4th. It's a Brandon Ayuk touchdown. On is Moody for the extra point. And it's off the mark. The kick is no good, but I think they can spare a point or two given the size of this lead. They'll probably still mentally kicking himself after that missed point after. He can take a little frustration out here as he kicks this away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Drive starts out with a first and 10.
57. Where's it?
A give to Pacheco to start the drive. And he's going to get up to about the 33, but no more. Give him a few yards on that run. It's second and 7.
Come back! Yellow! Hey, 57 colors. Where's it?
Off play action, it's Mahomes. He's going to push one deep down the right. Really pushing the envelope on second down, but the deep shot doesn't work. No luck finding his receiver that time. So that brings them to third down.
Yellow! Hey, Sunday. Where's it?
Pacheco gets it from the gun. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Calm, cool, collected from this offense. Love to see it. No tunnel vision on what down it was. Just focused on executing the play in front of him.
Wait! Where's it?
First and 10, it's Mahomes. Finds his man, it's Worthy. And he's out of bounds past midfield. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
And they pick him off again. And the 49ers get it back on his 6th interception of the season. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. They'll run. It's Guerrero. And he's able to take this up pretty close to that 40-yard line. That's 5, it looks like, on the play. So now it's going to be 3rd and 8. That takes us to the 2-minute warning here in KC. 49ers getting closer to their 10th win of the season. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here.
Let's go now. 60 Bobcat.
Now it's Purdy. State. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Now just 4 seconds after our 2-minute warning, we've got another pause. Timeout taken by the defense. Punt team on the field. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. Now this one, not much of a chance of it staying in the field of play. They'll mark it out at the 13-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 22 on that one. And it'll be 1st down, Kansas City. They're set up at the 35 now. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Forced out to his right. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. This is caught inside the 15. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
You know, Kay, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
That's complete to the sideline. Not a ton of room, but he does get the feet down.
You know, Kay, that really is one of the benefits that comes with experience. You'll feel it. Right? Look at the quarterback, never seeing the rush, never looking at the rush. Instead, eyes are downfield, and the big play follows.
Pacheco. And he barrels across for the touchdown. The Chiefs making the scoreboard look a touch better. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. Butker with the extra point. And the Chiefs take a molehill off that mountain as they still trail by 27.
Harrison Butker at a kickoff for Kansas City.
Butker on now to kick this one away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchdown. First and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. He's got it deep downfield. And the scoring will never end. It's another touchdown. The 49ers keep running away with this. On is Moody for the extra point. And he sends the point after right through the uprights. And the 49ers continue piling onto this lead. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
0-15. Yellow.
Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. And they pick him off again! That's Deommodore Lenoir! And the 49ers have it again after yet another interception!
You know, my dad was my old high school coach. He's a play caller. He's an offensive guy. And after days like this, and I remember one in particular, he'd say, son, some days peanuts, some days shells. This has been nothing but a bunch of shells for this quarterback today.
On first down, they'll run. And that carry only nets one on the plunge up the gut.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
On the give, it's Garindo. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They push it forward for a yard. That brings up 3rd and 8. Pass play now. He's on the move. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, San Francisco.
So it's a win for the visiting 49ers. And this thing of losing such a close one the week before, apparently still at the forefront of their minds. They got out there and rebounded nicely with a win this week. So for Brock Huard, our incredible crew, everybody here at EA Sports, I'm Kate Scott signing off. We'll see you next time. It's a win for the 49ers as we say so long from Kansas City.